All right, we're back from the attic. In the attic.
From the attic?
We're in the attic.
From the attic to your earlobes.
Yes, that's how it goes. So we're here with without Charlie again. Nothing new there. Special lifetime guest is here though,
Yes.
filling in.
The lifetime guest is
Just
more.
filling in.
He's on more than the regular guest. Not guest.
He's
the
not a
regular
guest.
host.
Yeah.
Charlie's
Because I
supposed
get
to be a co-host.
screamed at if I don't come over here by my boss,
Hey,
Danny,
You
Hey,
got-
I run a tight ship.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know about
with
that.
low wages.
Low wages. This one's gonna be a little off the cuff tonight. Danny forgot his notebook.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
well,
What will we
Well-
ever do without the notebook?
it's a handy dandy notebook if you much to know.
It's quad ruled.
Yeah. All right. So on tonight's episode, we're getting Kimball caught up on Game of Thrones, so he's all caught up to episode 3 of
13
season 2.
episodes in a week.
Yeah, he marathoned it.
Wow.
Actually, I did 8 of them on Saturday.
How do you find
That's pretty
time?
nuts.
I don't know. I woke up early actually. to do it.
I woke. Speaking of waking up early,
It's
I woke
awful.
up
I hate
early
waking
to
up
watch a new episode of Young Justice,
Young Justice.
and
I watched an episode of Venture Brothers.
That show's awesome. Yeah, I kind of watched that show from the beginning though. Venture Brothers.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
found out.
yeah.
I found
So-
out my hatred though
so
towards
we-
Apple. Then,
We stayed in Albany, right? Did you know that, Kimball?
We went up to visit a friend.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I didn't know you were there. I knew Danny was.
Anyways, me and Danny were in the same room. Phil gave us his room. Danny slept on the floor under the bed, and I slept on the bed.
You
So-
slept underneath the bed.
He said he slept on the
Was
bed.
it
No,
like bunk beds?
No, it
No,
was a
it
bed.
was just
that
a regular
It was
bed.
it was raised a bit more than regular beds, but I slept on the floor, and somehow I ended up rolling halfway under and halfway out, so it was messy.
Like,
Just
like straight in the middle, like just your legs are under.
No, straight in the middle.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You're like you didn't like sit up and fucking bang your head.
yeah. Well,
That would have been hilarious.
well, like I said, it was raised a bit. It was like 4. It was
you're
6,
saying you
6
coulda
inches
sit
off
up?
the ground. Possibly, I could have at least.
I should have jumped
could've-
on the bed.
I could have laid on my side and had my head higher, but
But anyways, the point is, I woke up at about like 10 o'clock or something, and Danny's like sitting like 3 inches away from the TV
there wasn't a
screen,
lot of room. First of all,
He's
The bed
watching
was there and
cartoons.
The chair was there.
and I'm just like, what the fuck is going
you
on?
You shouldn't sit that close to the TV, Danny.
I couldn't get any further back. The bed was there.
Were you
Oh.
sitting on the bed?
No, I was
No.
almost on the bed.
If
I
he
was,
was
like, leaning
if he was
back right
sitting on the bed, there would have been issues.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
but it
definitely
was a
would've
phenomenal
attacked
episode of Young Justice.
Was
though.
this because you were
Maybe
3
not-
inches
Maybe
away?
not phenomenal.
Anything's
It was
that good, that close.
him. He must have really felt immersed in the episode.
good. I was immersed. I thought some characters were gonna go betray their teammates, but it turned out everybody was on the up and up.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Except at the end, the entire Justice League, except for all the sidekicks, was like under mind control. So now the team in the season finale coming up next weekend, they're gonna have to fight their mentors.
Wow, way to
Yeah.
plug that one.
Oh,
I'm just plugging. Yeah,
we'll be sure to watch.
I do recommend it. It's a good cartoon.
Yeah,
It's a good television show too. Not just a cartoon. Good television.
yeah. I don't know.
Like The Legend of Korra, which also premiered this
I'm
weekend.
It was on. What day is that on? Gonna be on.
Saturdays 11:10 Central on Nickelodeon.
I'll have to set my TiVo for that.
It's on Nickelodeon. It really can't be.
Is it
that
gonna be
good.
a half hour? Like,
Yep, half-hour episode.
it's kind of a shame. Like,
So they showed the first 2 episodes that premiered online this weekend. So they did an hour of them.
yeah. I don't know. I think they should do hours.
No, that show that strikes a good balance between like action, character, and just pacing for a half-hour show.
You think so?
Yeah,
Hmm.
they
I
do
just
a lot
want-
of specials though that are hours long.
I just want more of Korra.
Yeah, it was a good show.
It was. Did you watch it, Sandy?
Yeah, it sucked.
What
Yeah,
can we
I
What
don't
can we
even think
do
you
to
saw
get
any
you to
of it.
watch it?
Maybe some more of that buffalo dip.
There's a lot of dip coming your way already.
I don't know. That's all I really need in life.
I ain't good
Buffalo
w-
dip.
I need
That's
a good
that's
shocks
great,
guy.
That's a great
You know,
show
someone
for
who
the
does some
baby to
struts?
watch.
Baby, don't watch that crap.
You show it. No, you can't show the kid that until at
Why not?
least The Legend of Korra. It's a lot more.
It's an animated cartoon. The kid's
Yeah,
gonna
well,
love it.
He's got to be older.
It's
though.
on Nickelodeon. He's like, it's my favorite channel, anyways.
No, what's on Nickelodeon anymore? Avatar is
I
like the
don't know.
last
I don't know
bastion
what
of
else. I don't-
animation.
I don't know what babies watch. Oh, they must watch like Nick
Teletubbies
Jr.
and stuff.
Teletubbies, is that on anymore?
No, I don't think so.
Not anymore.
Is the face? Remember the face on Nickelodeon?
No,
No, that
he's-
thing's
I think
long
he's
gone.
He's gone
Long
too.
gone.
What about Blue's Clues? Is that still on?
No, dude.
No,
All
I
the
think
shows
it's
you
gone.
watched when you were a kid.
I
What
I think
think Dora's still around.
Yeah,
and
Dora.
her,
that was like at the end. That
her
was
cousin Diego.
it's like
that wasn't really our generation though.
Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, that's what the kids are into these days.
What the hell's Yo Gabba
No
Gabba?
idea.
I don't really know what goes on.
How do
in
you
that
know?
show. I've
How do
seen-
you? How did you even hear about Yo Gabba
Yeah,
Gabba?
I know.
It's
I know
on the
title.
soup
People know the
sometimes.
title.
I don't even. I've never heard of it until right now.
It's weird.
No, I'll
from
tell
what
you
I've
what the-
seen. I wouldn't watch.
Let's not talk about
let my kid watch
preschoolers.
it.
They shouldn't be watching TV anyways. I mean, you should be watching TV when you're 6, and then you can watch tons of
Oh,
stuff.
this is
But before
Danny's
6
parental
o'clock,
skills.
yeah. Before
This
they're
should be-
6,
Take notes, people. Take
Yeah.
notes.
Before your child is 6 years old, you should not have them watch TV.
Before 6.
Before 6.
How are you gonna get them to shut the fuck up?
What do you mean? You don't get them to quiet.
They're
You
gonna
talk
be-
to your kid.
They're gonna be
Babies
like
cry.
crying and whining the whole time.
Yeah, you read them a book or
Is
something.
that what you're gonna talk to your kid, Danny?
Yeah.
He's gonna come
Pl-
out just
play,
like him.
Play Legos with them or something, you know?
yeah.
Bond with your children.
Poor kid's
you-
not gonna have a father.
You playing
just
with?
a
Are you gonna
friend.
play Legos with your kid?
Am I gonna play Legos?
Do you
with
got
him?
your Legos still?
I don't know. No,
You
I don't
never
have
had
Legos.
Legos.
That's-
You never had Legos?
I might have had Legos. I don't know.
Why didn't you save your Legos, man? That shit's expensive.
Why would I
I
save
know
Legos?
it is.
They for like a regular basic starting set.
Legos,
It's like $30.
Legos aren't
Yeah.
cool anymore.
Legos are
Not
always
cool. They've never went out of style. They fucking came out with the Technic ones, and like everyone's like, ooh.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, I'm gonna get them
Bionicles.
Tech-
Yeah, the
too.
Bionic
Jeez.
one. They got like a Lego comic book. Have you read it?
No, I don't.
I still get mine. I signed up fucking 15 years ago.
Well, oh yeah, they used to have like Lego magazine had like comic strips in it and stuff. But they had pirates and stuff. Pirates are always cool.
They have Star Wars one.
Yeah, Star Wars, Harry Potter.
Well, I don't know. Hey, I'm not gonna pick my kid's toys. He can pick whatever he wants.
No, you're supposed to pick your kid's toys because what if he wants to play with fucking Barbies?
Then
Let them
so
play with
be it.
Barbies. You know,
Oh God.
they got Ken's for
No,
a
I'd be
reason.
d- I'd be
Ken's
very
there for a
sad.
reason.
Huh?
You know,
You what?
I'd be a little sad.
Yeah.
if he
Fucking
wants to,
right.
No, if he wants to play with Barbies, you get him GI Joes. Case closed. Look, it's an action figure.
What if he's like, I want the blonde pink one?
Well, then good for him. As long as he's happy, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna have like a freaking shrine in his closet of Barbies.
No, he's gonna have a football-headed gum
right,
monstrosity in his
Nice Hey
closet.
Arnold
Okay.
reference.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, so let's Game of Thrones.
All right, hold on.
Sandy.
No, I have to finish saying what
Oh,
else
all
we're
right.
going to talk about. Me and Sandy also saw Cabin in the Woods,
Cabin in the Woods.
which we'll get into a little bit.
Crazy.
We're not going to try not to spoil it, but it's going to be hard.
But I want to.
No, you
Yeah.
can spoil it.
No, it needs to be witnessed.
Can't do
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
All right. It's actually
Oh,
free on
God.
demand.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I looked it up last night.
You're absolutely nuts. I don't
No,
buy it.
that's not true.
I'll
There's
do
no
it
way
right
it's
now.
free. There's no way it's free.
I'll do it right
There's
now.
no way. There's no way it's even available on.
I'll do
demand.
it
no,
right
it
now.
It could be available, but
I had to
I don't
search
think so,
for it
no.
because I couldn't
No.
find it.
It's
And
probably like
It's
Cabin
probably
in the
making
Forest or
I'll do it right now.
No, we don't have time to do that. Well,
Actually, we do. But
no, we don't. We don't have time. All right, and then
I'm
we
showing
also
it
watched
after
the
then.
We also watched the trailer for Looper, which we're going to talk about, which is a new Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Bruce Willis film, which is from one of my favorite writer-directors, Ryan Johnson.
what else did he do?
He did Brick with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which is like a noir crime drama, but it's set in a school, but everybody talks in like a heightened like.
Did you see that one, Sandy?
quality.
no, I didn't.
I didn't think
and
so.
and the Brothers Bloom, which is Adrian Brody and Mark Ruffalo.
Did you
and
see
they're
that
like
one,
Coen
Sandy?
Brothers.
I thought it was with
Rachel
Matt
Weisz.
Damon and
No,
the brothers.
that's the Brothers Grimm, the Terry Gilliam one with Matt Damon and recently deceased Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't say that's recent anymore.
Yeah, no, not really.
All right. What
Fine,
else
right.
did he do?
That's it.
Oh.
And, he directed an episode of Terriers, which is extremely
Did
underrated.
you see that, Sandy?
I
cable
wanted
television
to.
Show.
I
It's
wanted
good.
to.
Yeah, I would have.
And he also directed one of what people say is one of the best episodes of Breaking Bad. I forget what the episode
Which one?
that one. The one where they're all in a single room for like the entire episode. I don't know. Guillermo
know
del
if I
Toro
saw
said
that
it was one of his. The Fly. The name of the episode's Fly. Guillermo del Toro listed it as one of his favorite episodes of TV in a while.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Mm.
All right, so into the Game of Thrones. Kimmel, you're gonna
Okay,
say
I have a
something?
serious problem though with Game of Thrones
Yes.
in the box set. What's with why the
It
first
doesn't look good on the shelf.
No,
I've,
dude,
I've
that
heard people
thing-
complain
that
about
thing
that.
looks so good on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Oh.
So damn good on Blu-ray.
Especially when you know
I'm
just so
watching it.
good.
I put it in the first disc. I'm like, because I've never.
watch the Blu-ray.
This is my first Blu-ray that I've actually watched.
Oh my
I mean, I have,
god!
I have Total Recall, but
Popped
that
your
was
Blu-ray cherry.
that I have Total Recall on Blu-ray, but that's like
It wasn't filmed.
yeah
so,
in HD, but it's a it just looks
What?
so.
Why did you start on Total Recall?
I got
'Cause
someone
that
gave it.
movie's awesome.
I got it as a
I
gift.
know. But
I got it as a gift.
Did anyone see the new trailer for the?
was
I
it
did-
from
I did
Danny?
see the
'Cause
new
he
trailer.
thinks it's awesome. It
Yeah.
is pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's.
No, it's awesome. Paul Verhoeven is one of the most underrated directors ever. He also
like
directed Starship Troopers, which is awesome, and RoboCop, which is also awesome.
3 boobs.
I
and
heard.
th-
Did
and
you hear
they
about
did
the?
Showgirls, which sucks.
Did you hear about the remake for RoboCop?
Yes.
What's your feelings on that?
The point of RoboCop, they're talking about making him more human, I guess.
Which one?
Like,
I mean, I've seen all the. I
he
didn't.
did the first RoboCop as Verhoeven.
Oh.
Second one's okay, and after that, it's
yeah,
just all downhill.
it didn't. I mean, even the first one,
It's super violent.
it's good. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's great though.
No, it's great.
I wouldn't say great. Starship Troopers though, I would say is great.
Yeah, that one's hilarious.
I do like that movie.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I love. Did you ever watch the animated series? They.
No.
Oh, you never watched that?
They did a bunch of direct to DVDs
What
too. I never
was it
saw
like a
those either.
3D? Like a.
It was. It wasn't animated.
No, it's,
what would you call that?
It is animated.
No, but it was like all CGI.
Yeah, it was like.
CGI one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
I've seen a
computer-
CGI one.
Yeah.
It was like a computer.
Yeah.
I think I saw some
I've seen
of
the
that.
cartoon one. I've
No,
never
this
seen
was
the
this was
CGI
all
one.
like CGI shit.
Yeah,
You
I
should
think
check
you're
it.
right.
That was really really good.
when I was like
It came like right out.
10 years old.
Yeah,
I
it came
think,
out
or
like
something.
right after the
You're
movie.
watching that 10 years old. Where were your parents? This is what I'm talking about.
It wasn't. No, it's like 4 kids though. It wasn't.
Oh,
They had
when the first movie is like violent and R-rated.
Yeah, especially like when they jam that thing in the brain bug and it's
Yeah.
just censored.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, back to Game
Neil
of Thrones.
Patrick Harris is hilarious. in
He's
that.
really good in that. Go bug mum. When he
It's
talks
scared.
to the
Yeah.
ferret. All right.
All right.
Back to Game of Thrones. What was I saying? Oh, how good it looks on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It looks really good. But my problem is, so I put in disc 1. There's 2 shows on it. I'm like, all right, so each disc's gonna have 2 shows on it.
Yeah.
Put in the next disc is 1 fucking episode on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird how they like space it out.
And then the
on
next disc has 3 episodes on it. Then it goes back to like 2. And then there's 1. And then like the last disc is 1. I'm like, why? Like they seem like they wanted to give you 5 discs when they probably honestly could have fit it all on 1.
Was there a lot of features?
I don't know.
all
I
the
didn't watch any.
Most
of
of
that.
the featurettes are on the 5th disc. They've got
Yeah.
a
No.
couple sizable
Well, is there?
documentaries. Yeah.
Yeah, but a Blu-rays they can hold so much space.
But they're also, I mean, since it's HD, they're also higher.
Yeah, but a Blu-ray
Memory
can hold
for it.
125 gigs.
And just think about how much.
Yeah, but there's no way you can tell me one
HD
episode of the show.
no, it doesn't fill it up.
And no, there's no way. There's no way they're close. They could have. I think they could have done it in like 3 discs.
Maybe, but there's also commentary tracks on a couple episodes, so that takes up space.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't know. I
there's a
just
couple
didn't like
bonus
because like I
features
got
and stuff.
fucked up because like a few times like I played it and I'm like, all right, and I switched discs because I watched 2 episodes and I'm like, what? I feel like I missed an episode here. And then I went back and looked at it. I'm like, oh, why is there 3 episodes on this disc?
Oh, the
That's-
worst thing
That
is
seems awful.
So
it does.
I went to commentary tracks. You go special features,
Yeah.
and you can select commentary tracks for episodes that aren't on the disc. So then you select it. Oh, I can watch it on this one, and it's like, no, put it in disc.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
to
I
do
did
it.
that too. Cause like
Yeah,
for the first 2 discs, I just hit play all, and then like the next one, I turned off the system like after the first episode, and then I turned it back on. So I just went to episodes,
yeah,
and I'm scrolling through it. I'm like, what is all the episodes on this one disc? Because it shows you all of them,
yeah. It's weird.
all
that
10
way.
of them, and then you hit like, so I hit number 8, and it's like, oh, please insert disc number 4. I'm like, what the fuck?
This situation sounds like a debacle.
It was
with these
it was
discs.
just weird the way they said it did it.
It's just no one ever does that before. It can be helpful though. It's like, ooh, I want to see this episode 4. Which disc is it on? And then you can just click on it and find out. But also like, who puts everything?
But
Then
doesn't
no,
it
that's-
say on the disc?
The other thing though, when you said please insert a disc, when you put it in there, it skipped all the bullshit at the beginning and went
Oh,
right to the episode.
The previously on stuff.
No, none of mine had that. But no,
Yeah.
like
Like
when
the
you
title menu. And
like the FBI
publisher
warning and all that
yeah.
shit. When you come
Yeah.
up to the menu screen for the DVD, the Blu-ray,
Yeah.
it skips all that shit and just goes right to the episode, which was kind of nice.
Oh.
Because
That's
that
pretty
got
good.
boring because you can't fast forward it.
Don't they usually just put those on the first disc?
No, it's on all of them.
It's on all.
Yeah, unless the the TV said please insert such and such
Yeah.
disc, you would get that every time.
Wow.
So I just started fast forwarding through the skip to the end so I could do that.
Don't you hate how like when you legitimately buy like a DVD, they put anti-piracy things on it? Like, I bought this DVD. I'm not the pirate. Stop telling me not to
Did you
pirate.
ever get the DVD with the commercial about
It's
like
you wouldn't steal a car.
yeah.
Oh,
You wouldn't
yeah,
steal
yeah,
a
yeah.
dog. You wouldn't steal a baby. Don't steal a CD. Like, they're at all the same, like $1,000 car or like a $10 DVD.
Are you saying stealing's fine as long as it's not?
No, I'm just saying it's less
Gotcha.
of a crime. To equate car theft and DVD theft as the same thing is just flat wrong.
I'll tell you what my other problem was. Is because I watched the first 10 and then I went to because I had the other 3 on my TiVo.
Yeah.
Or the other 2 actually at the time. Whatever, the other 3. My HDMI port's broken so I could watch it and it was through component cables. I'm like,
Also, it was
it's
a
quite
noticeable difference.
Oh yeah, huge difference. Huge. Even like if you watch like a good cable show that's in HDMI with the the cable and everything,
Yeah.
it still looks better on Blu-ray. It still it still looks a lot.
Well,
better.
yeah, because I mean, the quality of the picture is higher caliber.
Yeah,
on the
I mean,
disc.
They can only send so much through the cable.
Yeah,
All right, so let's get into the episodes though.
yeah.
What'd you think of the first season?
First season, I loved the first season.
You
Like,
loved the first season.
Yep.
I do agree. You guys said it starts off slow, and it does. What episode did you feel like, yes, I'm sucked in? Don't say the first one. Don't say the first one.
I so want to say the first one.
Don't say it.
The first
Be
one's
honest.
amazing,
Be
man.
honest.
The
The first one is not that good because there's they're bringing out too many characters to you.
Okay. Yeah, if I didn't read the book, I would probably be in your shoes and be like a little not confused, but just overwhelmed.
Yeah,
'cause
there's
so much
a
going on.
lot of characters in this series.
But I would say the end of episode 2, actually.
2?
Yeah, because they murder the girl's dog, and like you
Yes.
feel so sad for it, and
I
then
did.
you
At
Hate
that point,
dog violence and
I did.
films.
At that point in time, I'm like, I gotta go downstairs and get
Yeah.
Shelby.
I know, because I mean that's the first time you realize that the good guys aren't always gonna win in this show.
Didn't the dog die in the first one too?
First episode, a kid got pushed out a window because he saw 2 people
Yeah, that's right.
engaging in incestual sex.
I thought
So
a
you got
dog
pushed
died
out
in
the
that one
window?
too, but it wasn't.
No dog died.
See, it's weird. We're so like the guy. He killed that guy in the first episode who abandoned the army or whatever.
Yeah.
That didn't bother me as much as the dog getting killed.
Well, that's because you don't know that kid, even though you know that kid.
You
was,
didn't
like,
know
running.
the dog hardly.
Aw.
You saw them find him as puppies.
He was so. She was so nice.
You
Lady didn't
hardly
bite
knew the
anyone.
dog. It's fucked up that we're more
it's already
devastated
dead.
over a dog being killed.
That's the thing.
than-
I think you
than
were
guys
probably
dying.
hoping that this dog was like the main character.
Well, in that same episode too, a little boy is also murdered, and he's just casually just like, I found this kid.
Oh, yeah, when
and
he
he
got
ran from me.
yeah.
So I ran him down and killed him.
He didn't run fast enough.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you run.
I mean, did you feel upset? I mean, you knew that guy because he was in the whole fight with the king and whatever. You knew the baker's son.
Yeah. When
Did that hit you in the heart? No, it didn't.
No,
it was
not
the
really,
dog.
'cause-
When the dog died, that
I
hit
like
you.
when people are known as like the baker's son,
Yeah, the baker's
the
boy.
woods cutter's brother, or
I like.
something.
He
like
actually
that.
did have his name. His name was Micah, but
He was the baker's son.
he was the baker's boy.
Let's be honest. I like how the guy that ran him down is also called the dog.
Hound.
Yeah, the hound. That's
Yeah.
it. The
He-
hound.
The dog.
No, the hound. He's right. It's the hound.
He is the dog,
And everyone just
big bad dog.
The king always refers to him like as his dog or something. Come here, hound. As the dog, does my dog frighten you or something?
Yeah, he does say that.
Yeah, like
And then they talk about
prince.
the hound's brother a little bit.
Yeah, the mountain that rides.
Yeah.
because he's like this huge.
Yeah, he's
beast
a
of
big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say in second episode that's really is like
Yeah, I think that's when it kicks in, and it was like.
see
bad
I'm
stuff
gonna
going
say the
down.
fourth episode.
Which one's the fourth? Is that The one where is Tyrion at his sky cell. He gets like captured. Tyrion's like this imp who's like he's with one of the great houses, Lannister, and he gets
Is
like
he
captured.
CGI?
No, he doesn't
No.
get captured then.
He
What do you
doesn't when
He
3
gets captured way late. What do you mean captured?
captured by the Starks.
No, that's way later than that.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, because the second to last episode, one of the main characters, Sean Bean, gets beheaded for treason.
Ah, spoilers. Oh,
Dude, this was a year ago.
It was like
I'm not holding
episode
back.
7 when he gets captured.
Well, there's only 10. No, it's not 7.
Yeah, it is.
because Sean Bean has bigger projects to move on to, like Hunger. I'm thinking
What
not
are you
Sean
talking
Bean.
about?
Sean
I'm
Penn.
upset that they killed him though.
Yeah, most people are. There's actually a black man on the YouTubes who starts yelling, "They killed my N-word Ned," and runs around his room doing that. while
My
his friend-
N-word. Ned.
Yes, and he says that a lot, which is quite humorous.
How did you come across this video?
It went viral, man. People just find out about it, you know.
Yeah,
Look it up though.
I'm not looking at
I'm
it.
not gonna look that
Why-
up.
why-
They
what's the
killed-
point?
They
I'm gonna
killed
see-
my N-word Ned. It's funny.
I don't know. Like I thought that like I really thought like they were gonna stop him and let him just send him away or something.
Yeah, you think he's gonna go to the wall because
Yeah.
he starts off the episode. I mean, the series pretty much as the main character.
Yeah. He was like totally the main character at the beginning.
Totally.
I mean, he was the right hand.
Yeah, to the king, and the king dies too.
Yeah. I wasn't like. That didn't surprise me that much.
No, he was a fat boorish oaf. He was
Yeah.
Kings
uh,
always die. Like
Yeah.
every medieval thing, the king dies.
Well, that's usually the plot device that gets everything just like rolling in a mess.
So what didn't you like from the first season?
There's not a lot not to like. I feel like there's an over reliance on they coined this term actually sex position. It's exposition using sex, so it's sex position. But I feel like there's too much of that.
there is a lot of it. Like it's unnecessary at some
a
point.
lot of the time. Yeah.
Like
The
when
sex?
that whore.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the first or second season because like it's tough when you burn them all through.
Yeah.
It's tough. They all go together. When that girl from Winterfell goes down to King's Landing.
Yeah.
Like that whole scene there. Like it's a quite long scene.
Of Littlefinger just telling her, this character Littlefinger who
Yeah.
owns a brothel, and he's on like
Littlefinger.
He owns
the
a few
council.
brothels.
He's
Doesn't he?
Peter Baelish. Yeah, he's
He's
the
good.
master.
I liked him.
Oh yeah, there's this guy Peter Baelish who's the master of coin on this small council, and they help run the country with the king. And then there's also this other guy, Varys, who's like the
Is that the bald guy?
yeah, the bald guy.
No.
Those guys just spar verbally so much throughout the episode. And they're like, I know about this, but
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
about
yeah.
this. But it's all just
The
like
thing I want to change the subject real quick. Now with that, what's his name? The bald guy?
Varys.
Yeah, very. Why did his junk get cut off?
They cut off its junk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Oh my god,
eunuch
avulsion.
because there are. I don't know why his
Because they never really. I never
Yeah.
really.
We don't really know where he comes
They just
from.
cut off his junk for fun. No one knows why.
No,
it got
there's-
cut off.
There's people across from where this place is, and they train like soldiers and foot soldiers and stuff.
To cut off penises?
No, they emasculate all of them, so that they have no desire to do that, or they can't do that, and they're just like brainwashed to be like foot soldiers that
I mean,
are
I don't know
sold
if
for that.
I don't know if
Well.
yeah. I don't know if the desire goes away if your junk's missing.
No, it doesn't go
But
away.
you can't do
You
it.
can't do anything with it though. So like,
I thought it was interesting when he was talking to Littlefinger. He
I
goes,
could.
I wonder what you look like down there. Is it slit like a girl or what?
yeah,
And he's like, thank you. Well, it's kind of
It's-
nice having someone think about me in that way.
yeah.
Littlefinger. I just think of that guy from Scary Movie. Like
Oh, grab my little.
my strong hand.
Yep.
Handsome. That was his
All right,
name.
so yeah, but there's definitely too much sex. I mean, that they did that scene more or less twice
Yeah.
because they did it once with Littlefinger, and then they did it again with that girl who came down
Yeah.
from Winterfell.
Are these girls
Oh, yeah.
like smoking hot or
No, I would
No,
say
there's a lot of attractive women in this show.
I disagree.
Especially Daenerys, the queen.
You like the queen?
Not that queen, the other queen.
Oh, and
The one who's supposed to be king. She's supposed to be queen, but she gets when a rebellion happens, so then she has to escape, and she's been living on the run for like your entire life. Daenerys, the blonde-haired lady
Blonde hair.
with the dragons at
Oh
the end of the
yes,
show.
yes. All right. I agree.
In the first episode, dragons are born.
Yes, not the first episode.
First season,
Yeah.
I mean.
Dragons are born.
Yeah.
Is this
And
based
that
off
was actually-
Skyrim?
That was a pretty cool scene the way they did it.
Yeah, because you think because gets pretty much sold off to live with this like Mongol horse lord, and at the beginning they don't really love each other, and then they end up liking each other, and then he gets murdered. Well, he doesn't get murdered. He gets hurt, and then like
he gets
this,
an infection. Like
Yeah.
a guy challenged him and he got sliced in the arm. And he actually, I'm pretty sure that witch lady who was
Yeah.
supposed to take care of her
Yeah.
caused the infection.
Yeah,
Because that didn't look like that bad of a cut.
yeah, it wasn't. It was the witch lady helped with the infection.
Yeah.
and actually convinces Daenerys to give up her unborn child to
To
just
get him
try
back.
try and save him. But the witch does that, and the child dies. But then, like pretty much the guy that she was trying to save is ended up like death. And
He's in like in a vegetarian state, basically.
Yeah. So then she
Sweet.
actually has to end up
She
killing
kills
him,
him. Yeah.
puts him out of his misery.
She smothers him with a pillow.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Like I don't know if
Wow.
you would die from that though.
Yeah, you would.
Why?
People smother people with
You ever
pills
see
all the
Once
time.
Over?
mean,
One
you
Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
I think can't you? I've tried. I can breathe through a pillow.
I can too, but you can do
Well,
it.
let's
if
put
you
it to
shut
the
down
test.
Enough.
Right now. All right.
Put it to the
Also,
test.
before the devil knows you're dead, there's also murder by pillow.
Yeah, but plus two, like so they
Pillow
like
fight.
Yeah, pillow fight.
what's the name of that race?
What?
The
Dothraki?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Dothraki. Like they have to burn the dead, and so her being like the dragon lady or whatever, she can't get burned or whatever.
Yeah, because she's descended from
She's Dragonborn.
Yes.
Yes, pretty much. So yeah, she can't feel pain through heat or something.
Well, she can't feel pain, but she doesn't get affected. She's not burned or anything.
Yeah,
It's not
And
like she
cut-
just can't feel it.
because her brother Viserys actually he's kind of a jerk throughout the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
he's
he
an
gets
asshole.
burned by like hot metal, just gets poured on his head.
Well, he's like he wants to be the king,
Like
and
the
so
Terminator.
so the Dothraki who actually ends up I can't think of his name.
Khal Drogo.
Yeah, Khal Drogo. He's like, I want my crown. So he takes a whole bunch of gold, melts it, and just pours it on his head.
And he's like, "Here's your golden crown.
Yeah.
Consider us even." or
And then he
whatever,
like
he's
falls.
dead.
He falls down. And he had like the big metal hitting like the ground.
Yeah, and he's been a jerk throughout the whole.
He
like,
was.
series,
He's
but-
been an asshole. He's like, I would let everyone in this army fuck you.
Yeah, to
Gave me
his
the
sister.
crown. If this gives me my crown back. A lot of incest in this show too.
Yeah, well, those ones. What are they called? I forget which family that is. They're the Targaryens.
Yeah.
They did that for a while. Like when they were king queen, since they're like above everyone else and like friendly with dragons and stuff and magic or whatever. So they would always intermarry. So like they had a lot of crazy people. So that's why they call the other guy Mad King, because he's like fifth in the line of like incest. So he's like nuts.
Oh
But does he have flippers?
No, he's dead.
no.
Oh.
Now she really hasn't played a big role in the second season.
No, they haven't. There's 3 episodes in, and we haven't seen a lot from her.
No.
yet.
I mean the last two at least. I can't think
Yeah.
about the third one if she's in it at all.
I don't think she's in it.
I
at
don't
all
think
in the
so
third one
either. I don't think she's been in the whole second season. So
Well, they're like struggling in the desert, so it's not really that important to the current storyline of like all these like kings rising up and fighting
Yeah.
one another. Now, that's the one thing I love about the show. I don't know how you feel about it, but just the complexity of everything is that there's so many like players in the show, and each one of them is such a well realized character.
there is a lot of players in the show.
Yeah,
A
but they're all
lot of people.
interesting characters. Though.
Yes, they are.
Is that why there's so much sex?
There's a lot of sex in the show.
Well, it's a
Oh,
driving
players.
force in
There's
humanity.
a lot of sex in the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What? Go ahead.
I also like every character has like conflict within them, but it's not easily you can't decide if what they did was wrong or right, really, because they all have reasons for doing. Because there's this one character, Theon, who's related to these
All right.
this other family. So was a ward of the Starks, the main family, for a while. So that his father wouldn't rebel. So then he eventually goes back to his father, and then he's given this choice: like, you can either stay faithful to these people, the Starks you've been serving with and fighting with for a while, or you can stay faithful to your family and like turn your back on the Starks and like attack them with us.
Now, what do you feel about
Family
So
first.
this now see he jumped. Now he's on the second season with this one.
Yeah.
What do you
this
think
season.
about that whole thing?
Oh.
It's you can see that Theon is conflicted with it all, and like he's just trying to make it up to his father, who he feels just
Yeah, but I liked his rebuttal that the fact that his father is the one who sent him away to the Starks.
yeah
And also, like, when you saw him write the letter that he was going to send to Rob,
yeah
I think he should have sent it.
yeah.
I mean,
well,
I don't think, like, the way his father's treating him and, like, the way that his father sent him away, kind of abandoning him. I think,
his father did abandon him, and the fact that he was abandoned makes him want to try to prove himself to his father even more, because he's
I don't
like
know.
his last.
I cut my
son.
losses.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do, is go with the people who actually like sort of respect you, and
Yeah.
like Rob respects him so much that he let him go, even though he's pretty much a prisoner. He let him go to try to convince his father to join their side. So like Rob is pretty much his brother, more so than any of his sister or his father ever were. So
And
he
like-
should stay with Starks, but.
And that, like, there was, like, you know, multiple episodes when he's talking to Rob's, like, you are my brother or whatever.
Yeah, he says it multiple times. He even when they proclaim Rob to be king, he even like bows down to him and like pledges his loyalty to him.
I just don't, like, I don't know, that's a pretty major twist going on right there. Like,
Yeah. And that's like a not even like that's like a third tier character almost in the show, and he became like this main character to a degree in the second season right now.
he's playing a big role in the second season. It's interesting though, all those guys out in the sea, and like it should be interesting how that plays a part of it.
So let me ask you, having read the books
Yeah.
in advance, do you still get that like shock value when something happens? Like, are you still like, oh,
How
Well,
different
or
is it?
you know everything already? Like,
Oh, well, I know everything that's going to happen. They have done a couple scenes where they pitted characters against one another who you didn't really see that a lot in the show, because they can do that. Because in the books, they follow one character's perspective throughout a chapter. But in this one, they can go see characters that you didn't see. You only heard about other characters hearing about them. So they can actually show those scenes you heard about, which is cool. That's what makes this a okay adaptation. Well, a good adaptation is the fact that it adds things to the book that you only heard about, and now you get to see these things.
mm-hmm.
And like nothing surprises me really, because I know what's going to happen. But there's the moment where it's like you do feel something when people are happening, because they're fully realized characters, and like you forget that you already know what's going to happen just because you're so caught up in like how well the show is written and what these characters are going to do.
So it follows the books quite close.
Yep. It's almost it's direct. Some things are almost direct adaptations, but they do add a lot.
Is
too.
it better to read first or watch the movie first if you're planning to do both? I mean, watch the series first.
I would say, at least for the first 3, it's definitely better to read them to a degree. But I mean, you're missing out on like real in-depth, like the books almost read like history books to a degree, and like just how in-depth like the genealogies of the vast houses and stuff, and like the other small players in there that get brought up.
Oh, yes.
So it's
the study of genies.
Yes, genies. No, and it gets so in depth. If you're not into that type of things, like this huge world building and like getting into characters' heads more than you can in a show, because I mean you're in their heads when they narrate the thing, so
Yes.
you can get more in depth with them. But I mean, they work fine. You can do both. If you really love the show, I would recommend reading the books, because the books are really great too. But if you don't like reading or something, if you're crazy and don't like reading, you can just watch the
Who
show.
does not like reading?
Why, are you pointing to me?
No, I'm
He's pointing to me.
I think
I'm
he
pointing to
pointed
the world.
He's
man.
pointing to
I'm
me.
pointing to the world.
Hey, I have you to know, I'm reading Hunger Games.
Are you done yet?
No.
God, what
God,
are you,
no.
a tween girl?
Twihard.
Twihard.
Yeah.
Is that what they're going by now?
Yeah, that's what Twilight fans are called. You got your Trekkies, you got your Star Wars, which is everybody, so they don't have a name. And then you got your Twihards, and then I don't know.
Why
what
is
they
it
call
Twihard?
I don't know, because they
Where's
get
the
hard
hard
for
come?
Twilight.
Oh, I guess.
Who came up with that?
It's on the internet, man. I don't
On
know
the
what they
internet.
call Potterheads, though. I don't know.
Potterheads, perhaps?
Maybe.
Those probably have to do with Harry
I
Potter.
think they have a lot of different
Does it?
Muggles.
They
I don't
probably
know.
like to smoke a lot of pot and watch Harry Potter.
Potheads.
Nah.
Did I say that?
So, all right, back to Game of Thrones.
Yep. So are you're fully invested in the show now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
deeply. I woke up early to watch
Did
the
they
episode.
did they end the second season? Is that done with?
No,
No.
we're 3 episodes. in the
Is
second
this
season.
now? Is the second season gonna be 10 episodes? Because
Yep.
I want
Can
more.
I throw something out here? What
No, no.
somebody
Keep
was
it
talking
inside.
to me about wolves.
Yes.
Yes.
There are dire wolves. Like the family of the Starks, each kid got their own dire wolf, so each one has their own pet wolf.
They play kind of a big role, actually.
Yeah, in the first season, actually, you didn't see them too much after the second episode, but now they're showing the dire wolves a lot more now, and they're like
no, they
huge
played a
wolves.
big role.
What were they in
When
the first
that
one?
when that guy came in and killed the kid.
Oh yeah, and they saved him. Yeah, but that was the third episode, I think. Oh, and then there was the other guy who was like, he was yelling at the Stark boy saying, "Oh, you're not good enough. Let me lead your thing." And then like the wolf came up and like bit off his hand.
Yeah.
Really? So how are the effects in this thing? Like you're saying, there's imps and wolves and all kinds of junk like
the
that.
dwarf is just he's
an actual dwarf.
He's a midget.
Is it? Whoa,
Peter
little
Dinklage.
person.
It's the little person. Peter
He's actually
Dinklage.
wicked good.
Oh, he won the Emmy for the season 1
I
for
could
best
see it. He's-
supporting actor.
Oh, isn't he Dumbledore? What's that? He has like a dwarf-like name, doesn't he? Who
Peter
is the one?
Dinklage.
Dinklage, yeah. Sounds like a midget name.
And then they
Dinklage sounds like a midget
He's I don't know.
well, Warwick Davies is the more famous.
I just eliminated
midget.
our midget
Vern
viewership.
He's so good.
Yeah. Oh, he has the best lines too. Like
Yeah, he's really good in the second season when he did the when he played the trick on all the other guys in the.
oh yeah, in the most recent episode.
Yeah.
Like so, he's got all his people like his advisors, and he knows some of them
'Cause he's the-
aren't
he's-
trustworthy.
He's the king's right hand now,
Yeah, he's the king's right hand now.
or hand. I don't
'Cause
know.
that
Is
other
it
guy
right hand or is
died.
it
No.
just a hand?
Just the hand. The hand
So he
of the
could be
king.
left or right.
Yeah. Whatever.
He's one of the. Is there? Can there be two hands?
No, there can't be two hands.
So there's only one hand.
No,
Because the other
there's
hand's
only
on
one
his
hand.
piece.
I just said that.
Oh.
Did I just not say there's one hand?
The hand wipes and the king poops. You know.
Gross.
These are the jokes
They
of
say
the attic.
No, they
podcast.
say that in the episode.
All right, continue.
What am I
Spoiler.
talking about again?
What
Game of
happened in the most
Thrones.
recent episode with him?
Oh yeah, where Dinklage. So he has 3 advisors. He knows one of them's one of them's passing information to his sister, who's the queen, because her son is too young to be the full king. So she's
He's like the. I mean, he plays the role as the full king. Like he does. He makes a lot of decisions on his own without advising from his mother. But
Yeah,
his
'cause
mother is behind him though. Definitely.
Yeah,
Strong
he
presence.
went and killed all of his father's like bastards.
Oh, bastards! That was a pretty.
Yeah, they killed the baby right on screen. They're just holding the baby, and the guy just
Baby?
stabs him.
Yeah.
Infant baby?
Yeah.
and they were stabbing.
Can they do that? I
people.
don't think they can do
Yeah,
that.
they can do that.
They didn't.
They
It's
can do
HBO, man.
They killed
It's
the baby.
HBO,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
It's
didn't
HBO.
show them stabbing the baby on the screen.
Speaking of HBO, did you see them when they tried to get the Dothraki back? We'll go back to the imp thing. When they slit the horse's neck
When
they're trying to bring him back with the witchcraft.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
Lot-
it's
lot-
so
lot of
graphic.
Yeah, okay. You didn't tell me how the effects were, though.
Oh,
blood.
they're
They're
fantastic.
great. Yeah. Yeah,
Fantastic.
There's not
Top
really
notch.
a whole lot of effects though,
yeah. There's the wolves who are CGI once in
Yeah.
a while.
and the guys at the wall.
Yeah, there's a huge wall that like protects them from the elements, but it looks real cool.
No, the people. They're the other guy. The people.
The others,
Yeah.
the
what-
whites.
Yes.
Nicole Kidman.
Yes,
Yes.
the others. The
Yeah.
cool
The guys with the blue eyes.
Yeah, these are like pretty much zombie type things.
Yeah.
that lurk beyond the wall.
Zombie type things. Are they torture zombies?
We don't really know a whole lot about them.
Yeah,
Redneck family torture zombies?
No,
No.
he's talking about Cabin in the Woods now. All right,
Uh,
but yeah, so that's Game of Thrones. So you're hooked now, right?
oh, we're all done.
I don't know. Do you have more? to talk about?
I don't
What
know.
are you guys looking forward to in upcoming?
Well, we don't know what we're looking forward to. Who knows what could happen?
I don't know. It's just
You
crazy.
can kind of
There's so many power
see
plays.
on the horizon You know, maybe one of these wolves is gonna scoop up the baby and eat it.
Nah, I'm not
No,
worried about
there's
that.
none of
I
that
wanna
is
know,
happening.
like,
The
There's,
midget's gonna
the
get
guy-
magical powers.
The guys at the wall, why? Like, because they're all like prisoners from down further down south.
Yeah.
Like, why are they so devoted to like if I was Stark's bastard son, I would have left.
Well, because some of the people who are lords, it used to be an honorable thing for a lord from a house to go up there and like be like the leader and protect the realm from the things that lurk beyond.
Are you like?
But right now it's kind of fallen into ill repute, like the wall people. They're not thought of well, and no one really cares about them. So they get sent all these prisoners who are given like a choice, like, well, we could kill you, or you could make up for your crimes by serving the realm on the wall
How long are they like serving for?
or life.
So like,
life sentence.
There's that one line Jamie Gins in like the first episode where it's the second episode. He's like, well, it's good of you to join this elite corps, and if it doesn't go so bad, it's only for life or something. He says something
Yeah.
like that. He says it better than me. I can't write.
the only thing that like just like when he says there's always been a Stark on the wall.
Yeah.
I just feel like you can like it just sounded like you retire at one point and go back.
No, you don't get to retire.
No, that's kind of weird.
You're there until death do you
I
part.
probably wouldn't do it then, because like you can't even have sex with women or anything.
No.
It's like
You're like
pretty-
a warrior monk.
it's pretty doom and gloom being on the
You can
wall.
do whatever you want. Who's
Yeah,
watching?
yeah.
ya?
Some people go down to a nearby town, get some
Yeah.
little
Yeah, but then they
Get
get
a little hanky pank.
a little hanky panky.
but it's like totally against the code or whatever.
It is against the code, but people let it slide.
The
You
oath.
know, people let it slide.
Let's slide.
Hey,
So let's do a little bit more in depth on the most recent episode, because we're probably gonna do a weekly update now.
Are we?
now that you guys
Well,
know,
yeah, we're gonna do a weekly update, but
Yeah,
a lot happened. I'm gonna have to start
Norm
taking
McDonald
notes now.
used to do one of those.
I don't know how we're gonna do it for next week, but whatever, because we're recording on a Monday.
Are we recording Mondays now?
No. But I'm just
Oh,
saying
yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna, because
We'll
next
just
week.
be a week behind.
Yeah, as usual. So would you really like? What did you think about when that young dude?
Theon.
Yes,
All the young dudes.
I liked how his queen came in. And he's like, "Do you want me to call my brother back? Because he's gay."
Oh no, that's not Theon. That's
not
Renly.
the. Oh yeah,
That's Renly. Yeah. So there's this one gay character who's.
there's not one. There's more than one.
Oh yeah. All right. Fine. There's multiple people on the show, who,
But this particular one,
Yeah.
is a
He-
king.
He's playing a big role because
A
he's
gay
got like
king?
100,000 troops that they want.
Yeah.
King of the gays.
King of the gays. So what do
This
you
is
do?
Sounding like hate speech.
Do you like? So do you think? What'd you
I
think of
say
his
speech.
part?
I
Say there was anything wrong with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hate speech in and of itself, doesn't that imply that there's something wrong with it?
You're the one who said that's
All right.
was hate speech.
Irrelevant. All right. So we got Renly, who's kind of stupid to a degree.
I think he's stupid.
he-
Yeah,
he is.
Total retard.
he's a
Good.
little immature.
Yeah, because Stark's mother even goes down there and she's trying to convince him to side with Robb so that they can all go after the Lannisters.
Whoa. Why is this guy called Rob and everyone else has cool names?
He's the king of the North, Robb Stark.
Stark,
What do
yeah.
you want?
Oh, okay. So
King
they
of the
really-
North.
Like
King of
Tony
the,
Stark
the new king of the North. You pledge your allegiance.
to
I
the
swear
flag
if
of the
it's-
United States of
All
America.
right. So he sounds like he's not pledged to Robb. It sounds like he was going to attack the Lannisters anyways.
Yeah, well, because the Lannisters currently sit at the throne, and they're one of the most wealthy houses, probably besides what's Loras? But besides Tyrell and Martell are the other big houses there. We haven't seen the Martells yet, but Tyrell's is the one that's Loras, is the Knight of Flowers, the other
Oh,
guy
yeah.
who's gay with that guy.
Yeah.
And then his sister Marjorie is like married to
The king.
the King Renly.
Yeah.
So they've got the Tyrells, which is a wealthy family, and the Baratheons, who they're not that wealthy, but they got some money. But they have a good claim on the throne because their brother used to be king, and now everyone's saying Joffrey's illegitimate because he's the son of Jaime and Cersei, who had incest to have this kid. So technically he's not has no
That's
claim to
sick.
throne now anymore. Yeah, it is 6. And he's a douche anyways.
He's a dick.
He's one of the best douches though.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
good.
how-
He's good.
I
He
love
is
How
good.
bad he is.
One of those douches that you're like, ha. It's-
God, I love to hate this guy.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. You need characters you love to hate.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm excited for it though.
Yeah. Yeah, so right now, I mean, what we have going with the show, which is pretty cool. So we got Rob, who's in the north, and we're kind of rooting for him. He's like our main
You rooting
guy.
for him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
The Starks rule.
They do. They really do.
I'm going against
They're
him.
cool people.
The Lannisters. The
All right,
main
then we got the Lannisters who are sitting right on the throne, and they're fighting the Starks right now. And then we've got Renly Baratheon, who's like sitting there waiting, ready to attack. He doesn't know if he's gonna attack. And then there's another one, his older brother, Renly's older brother, Stannis, who like is trying to get all these people to rally around him because he actually should be king if the rights of succession went the way they were supposed to. Stannis would be king. But Renly was like, nobody likes Stannis. Everybody come to me. And most people went to Renly because he's a young guy who rallies people to his cause, you know. Unlike
Yeah.
Stannis is kind of a jerk. So like
Yeah.
those two people are fighting, and now we've got the sailing guys, the Viking guys. What are their names?
I can't
I don't
remember
know.
their names.
The Greyjoys.
The Greyjoys.
So they're now rebelling now, and they're fighting the Starks, trying to take back.
Well,
some
not
land near
yet.
them.
They said
Not
in this
yet.
last episode that they're gonna, while the Starks are fighting against the Lannister down south, that they're gonna attack up north and take that over.
Yeah,
Which is actually a good plan.
It is, but the only problem is, all right, so you beat those guys, then what? You're just going to fight these other 3 people there just down there, and they're not going to let you leave.
Yeah.
So you're going to have like 3 people teaming up on you later.
You think that's what's gonna happen, or do you know that's what's gonna happen?
I don't want to say what's going to happen, but you know, that could happen. Think about it. That could happen. You got all these people
He
way down
knows.
here.
He knows.
Spoilers.
I don't know what I know or what I don't know. You just got to watch.
All right.
Watch the shows.
So you got you
It's
find.
complicated.
Yes, it is. Actually, you know what?
I get everything.
I just want to say
understand completely.
one more closing comment. The map at the beginning, I want to have on my wall.
What, like I've got a map of Westeros.
You do?
Yeah, it doesn't look as cool as the map at the opening credits.
I want the
that does
map.
like the flyby. Over.
I want the
try you
map
a
from the
map.
opening credits because I think it's cool looking. All right. So you guys saw Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, hold on. We'll talk about Game of Thrones new episodes
Oh,
going
Jesus.
forward, so we'll do that once a week. But Cabin in the Woods, Sandy, you haven't had a lot to say about Game of Thrones because you don't watch it.
Well,
Shame on him.
Cabin in the Woods is probably the best movie I've seen this year.
Really?
I don't know.
What else came out this year? The Gray. I thought you really liked.
I like the Gray. I like this better than the Gray.
Better than the
Gray.
Hunger
Wow.
Games?
You know,
Better than the Hunger
I don't
Games?
know actually.
Better
yes,
than Hunger
yes,
Games?
it's better than the Hunger Games. God, the Hunger Games.
Piranha
isn't that
3
good.
Double D?
I haven't
think
seen
it's-
that yet.
I think it's better than the Hunger Games too.
Really?
Yes.
It's that good?
Yeah, dude. This
It's
What's,
you know,
what's so good about it?
it's the beginning is
Because I watched the trailer. I wasn't really like. I watched the trailer.
you're
for-
jazzed on it.
No,
the
I
trailer
didn't really.
doesn't tell which is the best part about it. It doesn't really inform you enough about the movie
It
itself.
just looks so
It-
much like a cliche,
Yeah,
scary movie.
exactly, man.
Exactly.
This last 20 minutes that happens, you're just like, it blew
Oh
your
my
mind. Your
God.
mind is literally blown.
You're watching
this is
this-
hyperbole, but
You're
it's
watching
pretty
this
amazing.
movie, and you're right. It's got the cliche, but then there's some kind of underlying thing going on there, and you're kind of like trying to figure out the pieces. And then, like at the end, everything it just explodes and like.
Is it
it's-
because like someone's controlling all the scariness in like that computer room?
Not,
could
not,
be.
not even close to that.
No.
No, it's close to that, but yeah, you gotta watch.
you gotta watch? Why are they doing it? Are they doing it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And it's really funny too. There's a lot of
Oh, it's
really funny
hilarious.
jokes.
Funny.
Is it really?
It's
Yeah,
funny. A lot of comedy. That's what you need in a horror movie.
yeah, because there's some bloody scares and stuff that happen throughout the movie.
Yeah, they get the
There's a couple.
the what you kind of expect from the
There's a couple tense scenes.
gory like boom pop out and scare you type shit.
There's,
Oh, yeah.
there's a pretty tense scene where this girl is like making out with a stuffed wolf head on the wall. Wolf head.
Why is she making it?
She got dared during a drinking game or something, but it's very tense what happens there.
There's a lot of control going on. Like I don't want to spoil too much, but
So you're really saying I should
they're
watch
really
it?
all
Yeah.
just puppets.
Yeah. Remember that term, puppets.
But it's funny too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Is it? But it's not. Is it supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The
Yes.
parts
Oh,
where
yes.
it's supposed to be funny are funny.
Really?
Like, yep.
How did this do? Like critically?
It's,
I think it did pretty well.
Yeah, it's like a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes. Or
Really?
something. Yeah,
Oh.
it's high up there.
That is
It
high.
made 14 million this weekend, so it did okay.
Why? It's in the theater.
Oh yeah. How do you think we saw it?
Oh, I thought you rented it. So how did I find it on demand then?
That's
know,
what we're
that's why it
saying.
could-
It's not
No,
on
it
demand.
could be on demand.
No, it's
But
not.
you
I
might have to
guarantee
pay like
it's not.
$40 for it.
They don't
40, huh?
release brand new
Yeah,
movies on
they
demand.
do that.
Do they?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah, they release them the same weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew. The fuck
Actually-
going to the movies.
Actually, Tim and Eric's new movie was released video
Tim
on
and
demand
Eric is
first
garbage.
before it was in theaters.
Oh really?
It got a limited release also.
Oh, I thought you guys watched it like with Phil and his.
No, we went to the theater and saw it.
The theater.
The theater.
What? It was only $8 to go to the theater there. I guess it was a matinee though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so
We
would
saw
you
it
guys
for
give
sure.
it on the Attic Podcast scale?
7.
Wow!
7,
Right
really?
out of the gate with a 7.
Wow, I wasn't gonna
For,
go
for
that
a horror movie.
Well, I didn't even need time to think about it.
It's to
Just-
a certain degree, it's kind of the ultimate horror movie. Like if you've watched horror movies before, this is like the logical conclusion to current slate of horror movies we've been watching.
Yeah, it's not like that historic horror. Don't go in this thinking like, oh, this is the definition of horror. Like it's like a fun horror movie.
It's almost like a parody of horror to a
yeah,
degree.
it is.
But there's also horror to it. It's kind of similar to Shaun of the Dead a little bit. In
Sho-
that it's sort of
yeah.
It deconstructs the zombie genre. There's still good zombie kills and scares in it.
Drag Me to Hell if you
Actually,
ever
I
saw
don't
that.
think like nothing in Shaun of the Dead was scary.
Really? Not the
When they ripped the guy out the window and were ripping out all his guts.
That's not
Yeah.
scary.
Nah,
it's
that's
more
scary.
gore.
It is gross.
That was gory, I guess.
All right. What about the one scene where in Shaun of the
Like
Dead
it has
where-
surprise. Like it has like surprise
Jump
scare-
scares,
Yeah,
yeah.
jump scares. But that doesn't like for the most part. Most of those don't get
it's
me.
similar, but it has more of that gore element.
Well, what makes a horror movie for you though?
I'm gonna say I'm not a huge horror movie
Yeah.
fan.
Well, everyone has a passing interest in the genre though, right?
I mean, I've seen a lot of them, but like,
yeah.
I don't know if any of them like, yeah, that was great.
Like the.
I mean,
Shining.
Shaun of the Dead, I really liked because it was funny,
Yeah.
and the guys who played it, and I really, really liked that movie.
Yeah,
But-
the characters in this are enjoyable. To agree, they're pretty good. But there's these other two characters who show up who it spoils. It will spoil it if we say what they're about.
Alright,
but
well-
they're really funny.
Well, who are those two guys that run the computer room
the
there?
actor's name is Bradley Whitford and Richard Jenkins.
Those
are the
guys
actors.
are hilarious.
Yeah,
Well, I'll try to fit it in my schedule. To
Definitely
check it out.
see it.
yeah.
So he gives it a 7. What are you giving?
I'm going to 6. Not
Look,
going
you
to
got a
7.
lot of 6s on the Attic Podcast
Yeah,
scale.
you really are.
No, I only
Nah,
see the
you
best.
don't want to commit to anything.
No, what
Except
I give
if
Hunger
it's something
Games.
we all
You
hate.
gave Hunger Games 6.
All right, what?
A 6.
A
You gave
6.
it a 6.
The Gray of the
A 6.
6.
Gray was a 6.
What else did we see?
Don't worry, the Avengers will be a 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No.
and Prometheus, that's a 7.
Nah.
See? And
And
it's true because he
Looper.
decides his
Looper
ratings
too.
before he sees
Looper
them.
He
most of
too.
the
does.
time.
What was the one that he kept defending?
John Carter.
Yes.
John
That
Connor.
got
Did
a
that
6.
get a 7?
No, that
Oh,
got a
you got a
6.
6?
That
I
was
got
a 6.
Yeah,
It
I
got a
See?
4,
Hey.
but in my
Yeah.
true heart, it got a 7.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about Danny and his scales over there.
First of all, the 7 number scale is retarded. In the
Why
first
is it
degree. It doesn't
retarded?
mean anything.
It doesn't.
It's just like,
So if you did it out of 10, it would make it easier for you.
no,
Yes.
10's a stupid rating scale.
What
too.
scale do you want to use?
I want a 5-star scale.
I don't like 5 stars. 7
star.
it is.
No, I'll tell you why 5 is the best rating
Why?
scale ever. All right,
Because
so,
you would have all 5s then.
no 1 star is a poor movie.
Porn? Do you say porn?
Poor.
All porns get he
All
jo-
porns get 1
categorizes by genre.
star. Yeah,
Porns are 1, horrors 2.
dramas are 3, scary movies in the horror. So
I don't understand. Like, so you got like these 4 movies
Porn,
that are all
scary movies.
6s, and then how if it was out of a 5 scale system, how would they be different? So they would all
right,
be 4s.
I don't know. Out of a 5 scale, The Gray is 4.
The Gray's 4.
This is
The movie we just saw, Cabin in the Woods, is a 5.
Well, I don't understand why it would be different.
What do you mean? Why? Because there's only 5. So Cabin in the Woods is a great movie.
There's only 7.
Gray,
I don't-
The
Well,
Gray is a
the-
good movie.
the more there are, the more particular you could be. Like
In
if we had
3,
100
it's mediocre.
stars, you could say like it would be more
Yeah, but
difficult.
Why
To,
don't you do half then? Give something a 6.5.
All right, fine. Cabin in the Woods, 6.5.
Wow,
Yeah.
that high, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to oversell this movie, but
But you're
I do.
overselling it.
you gotta oversell it because it is good.
I mean, 14 million is a pretty bad weekend, isn't it?
No, it wasn't a
For a
hugely
movie like
expensive
that.
movie.
wasn't?
But
There's
no.
a lot of CGI in it.
Yeah, but CGI is not
It's
that
a-
expensive.
It's cheap
Not
now.
anymore.
I don't know.
But so like this movie actually it did okay Friday night, and then Word of Mouth got around, so there was a huge uptick on Saturday night's tickets.
Word of
like
mouth.
it was enough uptick
People
in
on their
sales that
Twitters
people
and
knew about
Facebook
it.
sold it.
Oh yeah. Like in the blogosphere, if you want to borrow a term, the
God.
blogosphere, people are
I'm turning
talking
off his
about this
mic.
movie being good.
Don't look into it though. Don't look into it. You'll ruin it for you.
What do you mean? Don't look into
Don't
it.
watch the trailer if you cannot. If you
I told
don't
you,
have
I
to watch the
watched it.
trailer.
I didn't
The
really.
trailer? No, I mean, you can
Oh,
watch the
don't
trailer.
read-
The trailer
don't read
doesn't spoil
Wikipedia?
anything. Don't like wiki it. Don't like
Going
enter it in
cold.
Google. Or
I'm gonna go
anything.
watch a shaky cam version on YouTube.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. So you guys saw the Looper? What is it? What's the?
Pooper.
We saw the trailer for the movie Looper.
Yeah.
It was in front of Cabin in the Woods, and this stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis and Emily Blunt too. And
Wow.
it's from writer-director Ryan Johnson.
And it features that guy that you said you like. What's
Oh,
his
Jeff
name?
Daniels.
Oh yeah, Jeff
Jeff
Daniels
Daniels.
is in it a bit.
I heard
too.
they're making another Dumb and Dumber, by the way,
Yeah, they are.
with the original two.
Yep.
That's
It's
Really?
the Farley brothers.
That's not going to be good.
No, it's not. They made the Three Stooges recently, so
How did that do?
poor.
Did it even come out? Did it
Yeah,
come out?
it was
came out
this
last
Friday.
weekend.
No, it was.
Yeah, last weekend. This last
All
weekend.
right.
It just
All right. I guess.
It did less than I know. It might have done second. Hunger Games won the weekend again because
It
it's the
did?
Hunger Games. Yeah,
That's a lot of weekends in a row. It's one.
Hunger is
yeah.
not a game.
It's like 3 or 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah. What's winning though? Like 20? 18?
Yeah,
15?
No, 28 million.
That's
I
pretty
think,
damn good
Yeah,
for like 4 weeks out.
yeah. Yeah, because we're kind of living in an age where things like they open big and then there's not a long tail to it.
Yeah. So what'd you guys think of
The
Looping?
Looper trailer.
Looper.
Oh, I love the
Looping.
trailer. I thought it showed it showed enough without giving too much away. You know, it gives you the basic.
It's an interesting
premise.
premise. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that.
yeah, I mean, it looks pretty.
Sandy
Decent.
Sandy seems to have some issues with
It
it.
could be good, and it could be pretty bad.
I just love Bruce Willis.
Time travel makes me skeptical in most cases.
Bruce Willis and time travel. Need I say more?
Yeah.
Yippee ki yay, motherfucker.
Are we gonna see another surrogates
monkeys.
here, or
We're seeing a 12 Monkeys is what we're seeing.
is that what we're seeing?
Yeah.
What's 12 Monkeys?
12 Monkeys is the movie with Brad Pitt and Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis is in the future and then he gets him back in time. He has to try and stop like a pathogen being released.
I don't think I ever
He
saw
ends
that.
up dying. Yeah, you probably didn't.
Mm.
In that movie, Bruce Willis, as a child, witnesses his own future self getting killed.
So it's more or less a similar premise.
No, in Looper, so Joseph Gordon-Levitt is an assassin who mob bosses in the future send people back in time to kill them.
By the way, did you see that trailer
For what?
that we're talking about?
For
Did it
Looper?
look like a bunch of like Jew guys were like ganging up on one
No.
guy, sending him back in time?
There's just some guys with
They had
hats.
the-
That didn't make them Jewish.
They looked
'cause
like
they had
those-
hats.
Well, those yarmulkes on them?
No, they had those like
No, those hats aren't called yarmulkes.
I don't know what those hats are called.
What are
I
they
thought I
called?
saw some curly sideburns. I don't know.
I think you're just being racist. Are you saying all
Racist?
future-
Are you saying Jewish people are a race?
Yeah, Jewish people are a race. They're God's chosen people, sir.
It's a religion.
That's what they said. No, Jews are a people.
Jews are people.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're not. They're. Where are they from?
They're from Israel,
So they're
Palestine.
They're Israeli people.
No,
They're
because
not
there was
Jewish.
Jews living in Egypt, and they were well, the Jews. Where'd the Jews start from? I don't know. They were in Egypt. They were slaves to the Pharaoh, and then the Jews escaped across the Red Sea and wandered around the desert for 40 years until they found the city of David and
Thanks.
founded Jerusalem.
Could you tell us about the Mormon religion next?
The Mormons. So, what's his name?
All right. So enough of that.
The guy found some scripture in the woods in Ohio, and then it was like Jesus's further adventures in America, and then no one liked him except for a few people. So then a bunch of them went west for a while, and they eventually settled in Utah, where Brigham Young was there, and they killed a bunch of settlers a couple times when they crossed the pass, and then they've just been chilling in Utah for a while.
All right.
And that's loopers.
That's Mormons.
All
I mean
right.
Mormons.
So I'm excited for it now.
Are you excited for Mormonism though? Sweeping the nation.
Yeah, I thought
You-
that's
and
what
then
Looper
you should
is.
vote for Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney.
He's
Mitt
Mormon.
Romney. All right.
Yeah. So Looper at least looks interesting, right?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
You know, I hope it comes out good though.
Yeah, I've got good faith. I like Ryan Johnson's work.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to check out the
Sounds-
movie Brick, I recommend that, and I recommend The Brothers Bloom.
Whoa.
Whoa,
I
Danny.
recommend that.
All right. So I think that's gonna bring us to the end. Unless you guys got anything else.
I just want to tell people to check our website. What's our website, Dan?
Addictpodcast.com
Yeah, and we
or
got
our Facebook page at facebook.com/.
Addict
Addict
Podcast.
Podcast.
Our YouTube channel is YouTube/Addict Podcast.
and
Our
our
Twitter feed is Twitter/Addict Podcast.
Yay.
I don't know what's going on that though.
That's supposed to be somebody's job to update that periodically.
Someone-
Someone's
job. Someone
who hasn't
to
been
care.
doing their job.
Yeah. I got my own Twitter that you can follow me on at DMon.
Oh God, I wouldn't follow that
Jeez,
Twitter.
Yeah.
Don't.
I retweet things of interest.
Please subscribe to our
links.
YouTube channel. Apparently, that's important.
Yeah, subscribe
Cool.
if you're one of the 4 people that watch the video.
Oh, and if
Yeah, I
anybody
think
likes
there's only 3.
If anybody likes Will Wheaton, he has a show on YouTube, Tabletop, where he just plays tabletop games with crazy people.
Like what type of tabletop?
Any tabletop games.
He plays them all.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
They only did
Will he
one
play
episode. They
ping
played-
pong?
They play this game Small World that's kind of like Risk, but with like fantasy dwarves and
Is ping pong a
Thanks.
tabletop game?
How many episodes of this did you watch, Danny?
There's one. There's only one.
Are you gonna? Did you subscribe?
Yeah, I'm watching the other 2. Yeah.
Just 2? There's only gonna be 2 more.
Well, the others they're coming up. Whatever other episodes they
The
have filmed,
others,
I don't know.
Nicole Kidman.
I can't, why is it good? How long is it?
I don't know. It was like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not that
It
bad.
was okay.
Did you watch the whole? Is he funny?
Yeah, he's a little bit.
Who's he playing with? Anyone?
A bunch of just geek
Bunch of
Star
writers.
Trek
nerds.
crew?
No, a bunch of geek writers. I don't know. They do things on the internet.
Oh,
There's
they
a lot of
funny?
websites on the internet, so I
Are
don't
they
know.
funnier than us?
No, I think we're funnier. Will Wheaton was funny.
I'm sure he was. All right,
This has gone on too long.
all right, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.